Hey guys, welcome, Dom here. So today's workout is a strength workout. We're going to do a few moves that we haven't incorporated a lot in our sessions to date, just to simply mix it up. We're not looking at necessarily elevating our heart rate significantly, so it's not conditioning, it's not a power session, but I want you to pick weights that will present you with enough of a challenge that you're probably about 60 to 70% of your 1 rep max, 12 rep max, whatever it is, but basically I want it to become a little bit of a struggle as you get deeper and deeper into the rounds of each of the couplets. So yeah, couplets, we're going to use 2 movements, we're going to pair them together. We've got a total of 4 couplets to get through, and we're going to go for 4 rounds of 12 reps for each one. So first one we're going to use is what we call the landmine press. So what a landmine press is, basically we're going to use our barbell. We've got one part on the floor, ideally anchored. If you're at the gym, you'll see that they have a collar for the landmine, simply to rotate you through. Alternately, you can wedge it up against something, and then the other end is the end that we're going to be lifting off the floor. So what I want you to do is, again, pick a weight. Maybe the first round you do with the unladen bar, and then you will pick a weight that will present you with a bit of a challenge to get through. So the first movement is the landmine press in a kneeling position. So whatever leg is forward, we're going to simply take the opposite hand or the kneeling leg, and I'm simply here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to simply, we use the term irradiate. I'm going to pull this shoulder out and back. I'm going to tighten up. It's going to pull on my core. I'm going to brace my core, and I'm going to push up and back down. And again, I'm not trying to flare the elbow, I'm trying to keep it in line. I'm pressing up and back. So as you can see, it needs to be anchored at the other end. So the landmine press, we're simply going to go for 12 reps on the right hand side. We're then going to switch over legs, and we're going to go 12 reps on the left hand side. Movement number 2 with this is we're going to go into a standing position, and we're simply going to do a rotation. So I'm holding the bar as if I'm going to be some, high parallel bar high jumper, and I'm simply going to twist my hips, but much like a golf swing. I'm going to rotate. As you can see, I'm through my hips. I'm going to rotate from side to side. So again, I'm going to keep a nice arc through. It's on my grip, it's on the biceps, it's on the shoulders, but I'm keeping my shoulder back, and I'm going to go rotations for 12. That is the first pairing. 4 rounds of 12 reps, left hand landmine press, right hand landmine press into the 12 rotations, and that is couplet number 1. When we're done with that, now, Dom, I don't have a barbell, I'm at home, how can I do this? Okay, we can do something similar with a band. So what we could do with a band, we could put the band under the knee. I could simply take my band here, and again, if I've got the right resistance band, I can press and I can get my equivalent landmine press. Again, the band has to be the right amount of resistance. If it's a thinner band like this, it's easy. Tie a knot, much like this end, tie it a bit further up, stick that under the knee. You can obviously reduce the band to make it a little bit harder for your landmine presses. If you're at home to go into the rotations, you can simply take this, you can anchor it around something. Obviously you'd have it at a much higher position. Say for example here, I'm not necessarily going to do it in the ski erg, but then I can simply have it here, and what I can do is I can do my rotations. And again, not a great idea with the ski erg, but I can do my rotations. Let's say I've got a column. Ideally, I might also want to work my core and do single arms instead of the rotations, because again, I'm hitting my core, I'm hitting my obliques, and I'm pulling my shoulders back. So the at-home version can be done with a band. Couplet number 2 is dumbbell snatches with a kettlebell Russian swing. Don't have a kettlebell, but you've got the dumbbell. You can also do the same thing here with the one activity. So again, I'm going to go for 12 dumbbell snatches on my right. So from here, boom, straight up. I'm not looking to swing it. I'm looking to come straight up. It's a snatch movement. It's not a swing up. I can then bring that back down. I can hold the head, and yes, I can get my dumbbell swings much safer with the kettlebell, of course. Now, at home, I don't have a dumbbell, you say, then, as I said to you before, go to your Bunnings hardware store, $7, $20 bag, so 20 kilo bag of sand. Break it down, put it into a set of 10, 2 sets of 5s, use some Ziploc bags and some masking tape, and make yourself a little short, dumpy mini dumbbell. Put it in a bit of PVC tube, put the end caps on, put a bit of cement to make it heavier, or take that bag and put it in an old backpack, hold the straps, and you can get your swing, your kettlebell swing with your bag. Take the bag, put the 2 straps together, and you can even maybe go into a split squat position, and you can do your presses overhead instead of doing the dumbbell snatch. It's couplet number 2. Couplet number 3, we're going to come into a barbell or a dumbbell curl. Again, we can use our band. We can simply take our band. We can put our band on the floor, right? And we can go single hand for 12, or if our band's long enough, some of the ones you have with the handles, you can go double hand for 12, or alternately at the gym, we're talking barbell curls, we're talking dumbbell curls. I'm not fussed whether it's a hammer curl, it's a rotation. I simply want the curl motion. And we're going to pair that with our bent row. So we're going to come from our dumbbell curl into our bent row. What I like to do is simply, I like to get low, all right, in what I call my ski jump position. I'm going to put my hand in here simply to brace. And I'm going to simply take my dumbbell and I'm going to row as if I'm trying to put it into my pocket. You'll see some people like to row like this, and they like to row on an arc. Up to you. I prefer a flatter back, and I prefer to pull straight up. Therefore, I engage more of my body, and I'm not using the swing momentum like I'm trying to start a lawnmower. Again, this is a strength session. So that is couplet number 3, the curls with the bent rows. The last one, we're simply going to come onto the floor. A pair of your dumbbells, laying down. This time I do want a neutral grip, and we're going to simply get 12 neutral grip dumbbell presses. I want my elbows tucked in. I want to press this way. I'm not looking for elbows flared. I'm not looking for dumbbells out here. I want them in tight, because what I want to do is I want to recruit my scapula. I want to try to take it away from my shoulders out here doing all the work to then pressing. So I've got to use my pecs. If you want to, you can elevate your feet a little tiny bit and therefore make it a little bit more on the lower part of your chest. But this is a double whammy. After the floor press, we're going to rotate over and we're going to get our elbows in and we're going to get our 12 push-ups. Some call them tricep push-ups. They're just a push-up. But I want you to pull your elbows in, lock them in, and simply come down and come up. If you are struggling towards the end of this, get up to the top, do the eccentric. In other words, just the lower phase. Take 5 or 6 seconds, get to the floor, reset, get on your knees, get back up again. That is couplet number 4. So again, just a recap, the couplets are the landmine press into the landmine rotation. Couplet 2, the dumbbell snatch with the Russian swing. Couplet 3, the curl into the bent row. And then couplet number 4, we're going to go our floor press into our push-ups to finish off today. 4 sets of 12 all the way through. That's the strength workout for today. Go ahead, go and enjoy.